Hi, everybody. On this topic of just my 2 cents, I want to talk about self love. It took me a little while to come to this idea, but I think it's important to build on what I've been talking about previously. Self love does not mean being conceited or full of yourself or anything of that nature, but when you're with somebody and things go wrong and it doesn't work out, and you've had the self-belief and the positivity and strive for the perfection and it doesn't work out, sometimes they just don't, right? You may have given 120% to that person, and they took all of it, and you feel hollow and empty and want to know what to do next and how to go on. The idea of self-love comes in at this point, especially because you have to learn, if you don't already understand this, to love yourself through the hard times, through the pain, because it will pass, but you have to believe that when you've done all the right things, that it wasn't your fault at the end. And, obviously, we all have loved ones. We love some of our friends. We love some of our family, if not all of our family, hopefully. But you need to equally love yourself. Take care of yourself physically, take care of yourself mentally and spiritually, however you do that, right? Try to eat healthy, try to be active, and try to do what you need to do to find your spiritual contentment. Contentment. Sorry. This is what happens when it's raw, right? This is the second time I've gotten tongue-tied trying to say something in this fashion. So, when you have someone, whether that's you get into it with a family member, your mom, your dad, your cousin, your sister, your brother, whoever, your best friend, your girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever the case is, whatever life you're living, right? You have to remember, when you've done your best, when you've stood there through all the rain and the storms and the hurricanes for that person, and they still treat you like dog shit, that it wasn't your fault. And you have to love yourself enough to recognize that. When you have believed, when you have put in the effort when nobody else would, gone the extra mile over mile over mile over mile, and even when you feel like you're worthless, you have to dig deeper than you ever thought possible and realize that it's okay for you to hurt, and that you have to love yourself anyway, because it wasn't that you failed, right? You tried, and it just wasn't a good fit. It's life, okay? So, when you find that it's hard for anyone to be there for you, you have to understand that you sometimes have to be there for yourself. Because not everyone has a family that is, intimately connected to you, or to, a friend that you can count on to that extent. Some of us do. We're all different. But, and I'll say this, if anybody who's listening to this and watching this needs someone to talk to, I pretty much have an open door policy. I'm not inviting anything ridiculous, but if you feel that you want someone to talk to, or just someone to kind of cheer you up, I'm absolutely willing to talk to you and see what's going on and try to give you my opinion on things if you value that. So yeah, I'm not going to keep this one any longer, but I just want you to know that you have a tremendous value and you need to love yourself when it's tough, not just when it's going well. Okay, but I do hope it's going well. All right, make good decisions, look for quality, and find someone who will ride with you through anything. Okay, until next time, I hope you enjoyed my 2 cents.